So I need your help. I am wondering whether I should sell my website that I've had for almost 10 years for $70,000. You might think that's a lot, and it is a good amount of money to sell a website. But backstory, this website has probably generated about $650,000 since I've had it. The majority of that came from selling very simple $21 to $47 digital products. Um, so the website, it's a health and weight loss niche. And at one point for 3 years, it was doing very well. I was able to do online full time, making 125 to $150,000 with very little time commitment. But digital product kind of died down and I wasn't selling as much. So I decided to slap some ads on there. And so if you're familiar with the, the ad network kind of blog space, and you know that Mediavine is the go-to ad network. So I applied on Mediavine about 5 or 6 years ago, was accepted. And so I've been, generating a good income on Mediavine. And I haven't really been doing anything as far as my time commitment for this website. And so I put it up on flippa.com, which is a place to sell your businesses, a lot of like online businesses, e-commerce, that type of stuff. And it took about 3 months, but I got an offer for, I put it up for sale for like 90. It was like about 2.5 to 3x what the yearly revenue was. And finally got an offer for 50. And then a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, I'll put it up there, boom, $70,000. And I was super tempted, but my wife was like, why would you sell this? It's generating, anywhere from $300 to $4,500 for consistently over the past 5 years. But I just kind of lost passion to this. And then I recently launched this page, Viral Pins Agency, because there's one thing I'm an expert at, it's getting traffic with Pinterest. And so I just got another one of our blogs accepted into Journey, which is Mediavine's program for blogs that aren't getting as much traffic, before I can get it onto Mediavine. Monetizing YouTube, and also taking client calls now for just doing all things Pinterest management. I have an awesome team of VAs, and then myself for strategy and helping with the content and that type of stuff. Anyway, but I've been kind of hesitant to sell it, maybe because it was like the first, I'd always wanted this freedom type of lifestyle. And I think some of you who are launching websites and online businesses, you want to like work from anywhere. Well, for a period of, 3 or 4 years, we were able to travel and I could just monitor the blog, write some content here and there. But then lost passion for it, neglected it, didn't adapt and do all other things and start helping people with their marketing, that type of stuff, which I actually did. I started blogging with funnels, where I would show people how to create funnels to sell their digital products, affiliate marketing. I've made 6 figures on all those types of things, multiple 6 figures, affiliate marketing. And now I want to help other people grow their Pinterest. But it's like, well, if I'm so good at this, why would I sell this blog that I literally have, a 1 hour commitment a week? And my VA, so essentially behind me is the strategy that I'm going to attempt to take my website from about 100 to 125 a day right now, maybe a little bit more, to $200 a day in, what did I say? 90 days. I forgot. I was like 60 or 90 days. I'm going to try for 60, but the goal is 90. I don't want to ramble too much. So I want to, so the majority of my income from that website, which I'll show you here, is from ad revenue. I still sell some digital products. I have Amazon links, and then I sell books on KDP. And so this year has been pretty decent. I'm probably 35 to 3,750 a month. And so it cost me about 300-ish a month to run this business. So the return's pretty good. And only recently have I started, posting more, because I really want to get this to $200 a day again. I mean, at one point it was $500, $700 a day. So I know it's possible even with ad revenue. I was close to $200 a day for a while. And so I'm going to come to my whiteboard, switch to my phone camera, and show you my strategy for what I'm going to do to take this to $200 a day again. And this strategy is very similar to what I would do and what I'm doing for other websites and other clients' websites to really catapult the Pinterest strategy. I did this to one of my other websites, and I went from like 20 visits a month to close to 2,000 in less than 60 days. So, and using very similar strategy. All right, let's go to my whiteboard. All right, so here I am at the whiteboard about to unveil my Pinterest strategy for taking my website from about 100, 120 a day to $200 a day, mostly with ad revenue and only using Pinterest. And so, again, I want to try to do this in 90 days, and I'll do like a 30-day update. So we'll have 2 or 3 updates on this, so subscribe for more. And then plus I'm just sharing how I'm doing all these things, creating images on the cheap, infographics, which get huge reach, and other Pinterest strategies, things that work and things that don't work. And so I'm going to only do 1 hour a day as far as my commitment. I'm going to have a VA that I got on Upwork for doing 2 hours a day. And all the tools that I'm using, the monthly monetary commitment is $300 a month. Sorry. And so basically 3 things that I'm going to be doing on this Pinterest page is 12 new pins per day. And when I know it sounds like a lot, but I have a ton of content on this website, and I'm going to be creating 1 new article a day as well. And when I say new pins, it doesn't have to be a new article. Pinterest wants new images. They want new content, but it's all about the image, because you'll notice if you pin the same image in a week that your stats show up on that new pin. Because it's not a new image, you need to do new images. So 12 new pins, images per day, 1 infographic a day, and I have a video already, and I'll be shooting other videos on how I create these amazing infographics with ChatGPT and Ideogram, and then sometimes my graphic designer VA from Upwork. And then I will be creating 1 new article a day using sometimes ChatGPT, but mostly Manus, which is like ChatGPT on steroids. It produces amazing content that requires very little editing, especially if you prompt it correctly. I'll shoot some videos on that too. So this is my strategy to get to $200 a day. I'll do an update in 30 days. $300 a month for all this, not including my hourly rate, which I don't even know for this. But if I get $200 a day and spend $300 a month, that's an amazing return. And then I don't have to sell my website. And I'm going to grow Viral Pins Agency organically on YouTube and on Pinterest. And I'm posting on TikTok. I've posted 10 videos on TikTok and gotten 0 views. So talk about discouraging, right? But with blogging, I wrote probably 75 posts before I even saw a penny. Anyway, so I'm just ranting, because if you're watching this, then you understand how it goes sometimes. So here are my tools: WordPress, the website, ChatGPT, I'm using paid, $20, Ideogram, $8 a month, Manus, $39 a month, Upwork, depending on what you hire here, that's free until you hire somebody. And then ClickFunnels is where I have all of my sales funnels and sell my digital products, which I'm not selling a lot of right now, but at one point they were doing, $10,000 to $15,000 a month for a period of a few years. So digital products still work. I just haven't found exactly, how to get them back, how to get that sales volume back again. So wish me luck. I really don't want to have to sell this website. I think this website will just go in 10, 20 years still making money. So while that big chunk of change would be nice, so I can put some ads into Viral Pins Agency and other areas, I really feel confident, and I want to share this journey that I can get this to $200 a day. And then you can just copy what I'm doing, and you can have a website up and running to get $100, $200, $300 and say that you've made over $500,000 on Pinterest. Because in 2 years, I want to say that I've made over $1 million just on Pinterest content. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to follow this. And if you want to buy my website for $100,000, then I might just delete this video and take you up on your offer.